another Take 5.
The technology we have in our world today is amazing. We can now, on our phones, see who is at our door, whether we are home or whether we are miles and miles away. And it got me thinking about Jesus' words in Revelation chapter 3, starting with verse 20, when Jesus says, I stand at the door and knock, and whoever hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with them, and they with me. Notice what Jesus says there. First of all, he says, I stand at the door and knock. Jesus doesn't just come marching into our lives. He doesn't barge in. He doesn't come unannounced. Yet he desires to come in and have fellowship with us. But he doesn't do it uninvited. And I know for us, sometimes life can get so crazy that we end up leaving Jesus on the doorstep. We look around in our lives, they get so busy, and busy with family, busy with work, busy with appointments, busy with our daily routines, and we can leave them on the doorstep. And yet Jesus says, I stand at the door and knock. I want to come in. I want to be a presence in your life. I want to have fellowship with you. So I stand at the door and knock. And if you hear my voice and you open the door, I'll come in. Well, we realize that as Christians, we have God's Holy Spirit living inside us. And so through the Holy Spirit, we can hear the voice of Christ speaking into our lives. In those quiet, still moments when we are listening rather than talking, we can hear Jesus. And we know that he's knocking. We know that he wants in. And so when we're in the Word, we can hear his voice. We can hear him at our door. When we're in times of worship, there are moments that we can hear his voice. And so Jesus says, I stand at the door and knock. He who hears me and opens the door. So we know what it means to hear his voice, but what does it mean to open the door? It means that we surrender every part of our life to Jesus. We open the door, we let him in, we become open and vulnerable to Christ. There aren't areas in our life that we say, sorry, Jesus, that area is off limits. Sorry, Jesus, you can be on my doorstep, but I'm not ready for you to be in. And so there may be areas of our life that we just don't give Jesus access to. And when we are not fully surrendered to Jesus, we are not fully going to experience our relationship with him. He stands at the door and knocks. He wants in. He wants in every part of our lives. He doesn't want to just be a Sunday guest. He doesn't want to just be an occasional visitor. He wants a living, growing, real relationship with us. Because he says, I stand at the door and knock, and whoever hears my voice and opens the door, I'll come in and eat with them, and they with me. And it's talking about real fellowship with the one who was willing to come and die for you and I, the one who walked out of the tomb 3 days later, the one that one day is going to come back and take us to be with him forever. And every day he offers us a chance to fellowship with him, to have time with him, to experience a life-transforming, real relationship with him. And so my prayer is that you and I would just take some moments and that we would listen for his voice. He's knocking. I pray that you and I will have the courage to open the door and to every day experience real relationship with the one who's loved us so much.